want you. I'm back there yelling, and I understand that my Aunt Betsy is here. Oh, there she is. Now, do you know why it's so
at the announcement?
momentous that my
Hello,
Aunt
Mr.
Betsy is
Hanks.
here?
Hello.
She hasn't decided if she can vote for me.
You're on TV. You're on video.
But I'm going to change her mind. Woo! Just like we're going to change the mind of a lot of folk in America. But I want to thank all of you from the absolute bottom of my heart for you being here. Because there were some skeptics, as you know, who didn't think anybody would show up for an announcement for me. And the last time I heard, there are 15,000 of you all right here. Thank you. You know, it has been this kind of encouragement that has gotten me to this point. And it is this kind of encouragement that I believe and I know is going to take us to where we are trying to get to. You know, many of you know that I grew up right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Right here in Atlanta, Georgia. I stand in the shadow of my upbringing. I stand here today as the son of a chauffeur and a domestic worker who taught me and my brother three of the most important values we could have ever learned. Belief in God, belief in what we can do for ourselves, and belief in this exceptional nation called the United States of America. You know, the people that are struggling the most are the ones who don't believe in this nation. They don't believe in the values of this nation. My parents never uttered the words victim because they never felt like a victim having the opportunity to be in this nation despite its challenges. So I stand here today as Luther's and Lenora's oldest son in my hometown. I stand here today in this hour in the shadow of the Olympic flame, which represents not only the determination of those that go to the Olympics every 4 years with their own determination, but it also signifies the great spirit of this great country, the spirit of America. That's what it signifies. And it is the spirit of America and the determination of America and the determination of its people that we are going to take our country back. We're going to take it back. This day, this hour, in the spirit of America and the spirit of the Olympics here in this park. When people go to the Olympics every 4 years, they don't go to the Olympics to come in second. They go to the Olympics to win. And you see, just like the spirit of the Olympics, number 2 is not in America's DNA. We don't do number 2. Right here, this day, this hour, this moment reminds me of the words to the closing song of the 2000 Olympics. Life can be a challenge. Life can seem impossible. It's never easy when there's so much on the line. But you and I can make a difference. There's a mission just for you. There's a mission just for me. Just look inside and you will find just what you can do. Right here, this day, this hour, and this moment, I have looked inside of me, and at this moment, this day, amongst thousands and thousands of my friends, and with my family here with me, and associates that I have known throughout the years, this day, this hour, this moment, I came here to declare my candidacy for the Republican nomination. Listen to a skeptic or a doubting Thomas out there. Just to be clear, let me say it again. I'm running for President of the United States. Sometimes, well, are you running just to get attention and maybe come in second or maybe to get a cabinet position? I said, you don't know very much about me. You don't run for second. I don't run for second. I'm running to be number one. Now let me tell you some of the reasons why I am running for President of the United States. One of the biggest reasons is that we have become a nation of crises. We have a moral crisis. We got an economic crisis. We've got an entitlement spending crisis. We've got an immigration crisis. We've got a foggy foreign affairs crisis. And we've got a deficiency of leadership crisis. There's a big difference between leadership and positionship. A big difference between leadership and positionship. Let's look at the facts relative to all of these crises. We have anemic economic growth. In the first quarter of this year, our GDP only grew by 1.8%. That is anemic, especially when China is growing at 10% compound. And if we don't increase our growth rate, they're going to be as big as we are in 5 years if you take out the difference in exchange rates. And like I said earlier, if we allow China to become as economically powerful as us, you know that they're going to try to develop their military might as big as ours. And I don't know about you, but I am not going to allow America to be number 2 in the economy or number 2 militarily, not on our watch. We are a nation of crises. Look at the facts. Don't listen to the rhetoric. A 9% unemployment rate with nearly 15 million people out of work. 47 million people on food stamps. That's 14 million more than there were when the current occupant of the White House took over. $4 a gallon for gas. And it's not over yet. $1 trillion in spending to stimulate the economy, and it didn't stimulate diddly. All of that. And now to have a $14 trillion national debt. And the debate in Washington, D.C. is going on about, do we raise the debt ceiling?
Where's your lab?
Where's Kathy?
Yeah. Where's your lab? Lovely.
She's at home. She's not a Democrat. She's not recording.
She's a Democrat?
Yeah, she's a Democrat? She's not a Democrat, I can assure you.
Oh, God, she's a Democrat.
No, she doesn't want to go to these events anymore.
Don't just listen to the rhetoric. Look at the facts.
I'm filming here for the Tea Party.
The stuff is not working. It's not working.
Is it that?
So the only thing that I can conclude is
So you guys continue production.
it's time to get real, folks.
Yeah, we're finishing up the summer.
Oh, good.
It's time to get real.
Well, good. It's nice to have a nice entry like this.
Hope and change
Conclude.
ain't working.
I guess.
Hope and change is not a solution.
I'm making a documentary too.
Hope and change is not a job.
For Greg's list.
Hope and change is not a new business. Hope and change is not a vision. We need a new vision in this
Are you
country,
filming
and
that
that means we need a new person
my God.
leading
Oh,
this
cool.
nation.
You guys got a good location then. One of my friends told me I was on Fox News earlier. Yeah, I wasn't interviewed, but I was like, obviously a bystander.
I want to ask you a few questions.
I'm going to go ask him something.
Okay.
Is America ready for real results? Is America ready for common sense solutions? Is America ready to rekindle the spirit of America?
Okay, we're standing in the shadow of CNN, and it's
And is America ready for a real leader, not a leader?
How can you not cover the vet when you trip over it on your way to your car? I mean, we're lazy asses over here at CNN. But I mean, really, can we avoid it? We can't even wipe our ass without hearing this right now.
Well, as you can see, the CNN sign is, it's not exactly towering over us, but it's over. It's there, and hopefully they're able to get some good footage. Because Fox News has got front row and center here.
Yeah, they did.
Herman. So we heard 15,000 people. So I don't know. It's hard to say because I can't see how many people are back up here on the hill behind us.
The dots on that
There's a lot of
tape.
people.
They were a little slow, but they finally got it. Now, since you answered yes to those questions, let me describe our new vision. I don't call it my vision. My job as the leader is to define it, tee it up, share it with you. It becomes our vision. Because you know what? I can't do this by myself. This has to be our vision, not a political vision, not the agenda of one person, but it has to be the agenda of the people of this country. I call it our vision. And in order for us to be able to achieve and make reality out of our vision, we're going to need some new plans, set some new priorities, and certainly get some new people around the president this president that are much better than the one we got. In terms of the vision. Our new vision, real economic growth, not anemic growth, and in order to do it, we've got to lower tax rates for corporations and individuals. We've got to submit taxes on repatriated profits. We've got to take the capital gains tax to zero. We've got to give the workers of America a real payroll tax holiday and make the tax rates permanent. That's what needs economic growth. Our vision. A real energy independence plan. A real one. Not one that somebody just reads off of a teleprompter. No. A real one. One of the things that's so frustrating about it is that we have the resources to become energy independent. We simply need to pull the resources together in order to make it happen. That's our vision. You know, I will never go to a foreign country or Brazil, loan them money, and then tell them we are going to be their best customer for their oil. Let me share with you another one of the Cain doctrines. America is going to be its own best customer. Real now. Here in the USA. We will be our own best customer. And as President of the United States, I'm going to make sure that we are our own best customer when it comes to our energy needs and our energy resources. It's not that we don't have the resources. We just got too much bureaucracy that keeps getting in the way. Our new vision means immigration through the front door and not through the back door, not through the side door. This nation was built upon immigrants, legal immigrants. And if we attack the right problem, which is, we got 4 problems, not one. We got to secure the border. We got to enforce the laws that are there. We got to promote the path to citizenship that's already there. Clean up the bureaucracy. We don't need a new path to citizenship. We already have one. Why don't you ask the millions of people who came here legally? They'll tell you. And then the 4th thing that we have to do, in order to deal with the illegals that are already here, the federal government is not going to solve the problem. In our new vision, we will empower the states to solve the problem of those that are here. That's how we take care of that problem. And the last thing that you would get from a Herman Cain presidency is suing a state because they are trying to protect themselves. We shouldn't be suing Arizona. We ought to send them a prize. Suing a state of the United States of America, there's a major disconnect. Our new vision, real energy economic growth, real energy independence, immigration through the front door, not the back door, the side door. And then, real clear foreign policy. Real clear. I love it when the skeptics want to criticize me because of lack of foreign policy experience. Let me tell you what I know about foreign policy experience. I know that you don't throw your friends under the bus. You don't need to have years in the
That's a reference to Obama Arafat's throwing Israel under the bus.
Know who your enemies are.
Embarrassment
And don't throw your friends under the bus.
to everything America stands for. We stand with Israel. My Israeli friends, the president doesn't speak for us. We got your back.
Thursday, when President Obama threw Israel under the bus.
Obama Arafat.
Let me tell you what the Cain doctrine would be relative to our friends. And I'll share with you later my doctrine relative to our enemies. I got some stuff for them too. But relative to Israel, that most of us have appreciated the relationship for decades, the Cain doctrine to the world would simply be, if you mess with Israel, you're messing with the United States of America. So that's what is that real clear? Is that real clear? That's what I mean by real clear foreign policy. Know who your friends are. Know who your enemies are. And it's our new vision. Not the establishment, not the politicians. It is our new vision. And lastly, this nation has gradually over the years slipped into an entitlement society. Well, I gotta tell you folks, not only do I believe it is possible, but I also know that it's time with restructuring programs instead of reshuffling programs, we can take this entitlement society to an empowerment society. Empower people. Empower the state. Empower businesses. Our new vision. You know, the founding fathers, they did their job. And they did a great job at it. And they kept it simple. They wrote the Declaration of Independence. They designed and wrote the Constitution of the United States of America. One of the other things that's part of our vision is that we don't need to rewrite the Declaration. We don't need to rewrite the Constitution of the United States. Rewrite it. We need to reread the Constitution and enforce the Constitution. We don't need to rewrite. Let's reread. I know that there are some people that are not going to do that, so for the benefit of those that are not going to read it because they don't want us to go by the Constitution, there's a little section in there that talks about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You know those ideals that we live by, we believe in, your parents believe in, they instill in you. When you get to the part about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, don't stop right there. Keep reading. So that's when it says, when any form of government becomes destructive of those ideals, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. We've got some altering and some abolishing to do. In 2012, we are not only going to keep control of the House of Representatives, we are going to also control of the United States Senate and take it back. And in 2012, we are also going to run the trifecta and alter the occupant of the White House with a new president. We're going to have to work a little smarter. We're not going to convert everybody over to our conservative way of thinking. We're not going to sell everybody on our new vision with new leadership, new people, new ways to think about it. But as a good friend told me once, all you can do is save the savable. And you know what? Between November now and November 2012, I think I'm going to save my ain't invested. I think she's got hope. We got a lot of work to do, folks, but I believe we can do this. If I didn't believe we can do this, I wouldn't be doing it. So we all got to do a little bit more. We all got to work a little bit harder in order to take back this country. It's going to be tough. I'm up for the fight. I'm up for the challenge, and I know that you are too. We have to do our job and be the defending fathers. And I have been blessed with 2 adult kids. They're grown and gone. We've got 3 grandkids. And it's not about us. It's not about us. And I know that everybody here feels that way. And from me traveling all over the country and talking to groups day in and day out, town hall meetings, large rallies, big rallies, small rallies, the message has been consistent. It's not about us. And people are ready to do whatever it takes in order to take this nation back. And I firmly believe in my heart that God is in this journey. That God is in this journey. And in November of 2012, the day after Election Day, when we wake up that morning and all of the votes are counted, and they declare not only all of the local election results, the statewide election results, the congressional results, the senatorial results, but when we wake up and they declare the presidential results, and Herman Cain is in the White House, we'll all be able to say, free at last! Free at last! Thank God Almighty! This nation is free at last!
What do you think? This is Victor Armendariz, former District 4 congressional rep, and I have Greg's List inside information that says he may be making another run in 2012. So you never know. Victor, what do you think about the speech?
I think it was great. Coming from a guy from the private sector, which is what we need in Washington. I don't want any more politicians going to Washington. I want some private sector know-how going to Washington. So I loved it. It was great. result.
You thought his message about taking back the country was effective today?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, there's no question that we've got to get off this entitlement society and get back to an empowerment, just like you said.
Are you worried about his lack of foreign policy experience?
Not at all, because one thing you'll learn from a private sector person, somebody who's run business, they know how to surround themselves with people who can solve problems, and that's what Herman Cain's going to do. I have total faith in that.
And Victor, are you going to be running for district for Congress in 2012?
We'll have an announcement probably coming up soon for that. We're definitely been humbled by the outreach, so we're definitely looking at it.
So I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but yeah, I did.
Video.
Nicole, what do you think?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Jumbotron time.
But I digress.
I want the government to work for me, the taxpayer.